What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Patreon. It is 4:20 p.m. here on the East Coast in the USA. It is December 29th of 2018. Just taking a look at the charts here. Obviously, Bitcoin having a small bump in price here. Nothing too significant, though. Just coming up to retest that resistance, as we've done so many times already. Just wicked up, and we're seeing a bit of a wick here. So nothing really new on nothing really new going on here, guys. For Bitcoin in this near term stuff. We'll probably trade back, trade down into this channel. The way that I'm looking at the charts is like this right now, as you guys know from my past analysis. The reason why I have the channels drawn to the downward direction is because I can't find a place on the chart to draw an upward channel. I guess the only real place would be like this, I guess, or like that, or you know what I mean? There's just the majority of the price action is still down. It's negative price action, right? On Bitcoin's way up, you can draw price channels to the upside because that's the direction of the market. Right now, we're seeing downward price action. The direction of this market is downward. That is why my channels are drawn downward, because I can't find a channel to draw in the upward direction. So not too much going on with Bitcoin right now. We'll see if we can actually break this resistance or if we just continue down. The volume is not all that great right now. Right now, it's super low volume, actually. If you're looking at this volume here, extremely low volume right now. If you're just comparing it to everything we've seen, right? And to me, that's not really a great sign, but we'll see. Again, low volume can mean that there's either a lack of interest or that the market is comfortable, right? Those are the two main things that low volume will usually tell you. So we're going to find out soon how the market really feels about this. Obviously, there are a lot of people who think this is an inverse head and shoulders, and it could be, guys. It could be. I've seen a lot of posts on Twitter where people said, people on Twitter saying, I bought Bitcoin here. I hope this is, they're saying I bought Bitcoin. They're going all in on Bitcoin, saying I hope this head and shoulders plays out, which is just a ridiculous strategy of going all in and just hoping that something's going to happen. Again, guys, as I explained yesterday, I'm comfortable with my positions. I don't need to do much here. We'll see what happens going into the future. But right now, not too much going on. Right, not too much going on. We're gonna, probably retest this resistance. I mean, we already kind of did there. So we'll see how this plays out. Nothing significant in my eyes going on right now. Traditional markets, obviously saw a nice bounce back over the past the past couple days here. But if you're looking at it from, let's just go to the 1 day. If you're looking at it like this, I mean, this is all normal, right? Had a harsh sell-off, breaking below yearly lows. Then we had a record bounce back, largest single day gain for the Dow Jones ever happening in here. But that doesn't really mean much. All it means is that the volatility is increasing. We've had such a harsh sell-off, a nice bounce back to come to retest this yearly low, which we did retest yesterday. Today is Saturday. Yep. So yesterday we did retest that yearly low and we got rejected. So volatility is here, guys. Most likely we'll just continue this down and have a nice harsh sell-off. I was talking to one of my buddies who works at an institution. I'm not allowed to say which one, but it is an institution that handles trillions of dollars. And he was saying that I was asking him, like, are we in a recession? What do your guys over there think? And he was saying, well, they won't actually be able to tell. We won't actually know if this is the beginning of the recession until about summertime when they get all the data in and all the statistics. You can't actually know that a recession is taking place until you have the statistics, right? And all the data. So we don't know just yet if this is actually the beginning of a recession. Most people at this particular institution do think so. They do think, I mean, it makes sense. Most people think so as well, and so do I. But we don't know just yet if we're in a recession, but I believe we are. I believe we're going to see a lot, much stronger moves to the downside. I think seeing Dow Jones 17,000 is pretty likely by the end of this. Maybe even it might be even worse than that, guys. You know, there's people out there that think that we're about to enter a depression worse than the 1920s. I think that's a little too much. I think that's a little bit a bit of a doomsday thought, right? Here's the roaring 20s, and the market sells off to basically nothing, right? I highly doubt we're going to see anything like that. In my opinion, if the dollar were to collapse and the entire market and the entire economy were to collapse, I believe that it's orchestrated and that it was allowed to happen. I don't think the economy. I think the government and the Federal Reserve are capable of keeping this game going as long as they want to. And if it does fail, it's because they wanted it to fail, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong about that, but that is kind of, things are very manipulated, guys. This whole market has been propped up for a long time. And I think if things really fail to that extent, then it was actually planned to fail. And I think that the government and the central banks are capable of keeping the game going. I'm sure they have contingency plans of all kinds. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. But Bitcoin right now, I mean, we will most likely see a nice pullback in these markets, guys, for who knows, maybe even 5 years. Could be up to 5, 7 years. Right? We're coming to the end of a major market cycle. So, we'll see how long this actually plays out. It could be 5 to 7 years before we start seeing real recovery. But we don't know. We don't know just yet, guys. We don't know just yet. And Bitcoin right now not doing too much retesting resistance. Yeah, not too much to talk about right now. You know, I'll do another update tomorrow. We'll see what happens for the rest of the day here. Just nothing really. We're just stuck in this channel. This is how I'm seeing the charts. And yeah, guys, I will talk to you very soon.